Hi, and welcome to the Sabbath Christian Church's online sermon. One of the things that the Son of Man, each of these individuals, that brings him very close to God, is he keeps the Sabbath, the holy day. From the very beginning, God points out how holy the holy day is. Genesis 2:3, then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it because the seventh day, because he rested from all the work that he done, all his work which he had created and made. That day God made holy, and keeping that day is the same activity of holiness that God instituted in the creation. In the Ten Commandments it says, for in 6 days God created the heavens and the earth and all that is in them. And he blessed the seventh day and made it holy. Therefore he blessed the seventh day and made it holy. This brings a tremendous amount for the Son of Man. Bless the Sabbath day. It is a blessed thing to do. It's being blessed the way God is blessed. How blessed is the man who does this, and the Son of Man who takes hold of it, who keeps from profaning the Sabbath and keeps from doing any evil. So when the person does not keep the Sabbath, he is not keeping his hand from the blessedness of God. He says, I gave them my Sabbaths as a sign between me and them, that they might know that it is I, the Lord, that sanctifies them, makes them blessed. And when the people do that, they are being sanctified. He says, the Sabbath is a sign between them, a sacramental pledge of the covenant of adoption, the Son of Man. The Sabbath is a sample of the whole law, to show that the law is not merely precepts, but privileges, honors, joys, of which the Sabbath is one of the highest. The people were enslaved in the land of Egypt when God freed them. In Deuteronomy it says, you shall remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt, and that the Lord your God brought you out of there by a mighty hand and outstretched his arm. Therefore the Lord your God commanded you to observe the seventh day. He's not asking, he's not saying maybe if you like, oh maybe that's not right. He says, to be the covenant people of God. It's a connection. Covenant, the observance of the Sabbath. It's a spiritual dedication of the day to the glory of God and the good of man. There's doing the Sabbath is a good thing for us to do, not a bad thing. It's a pledge of universal sanctification. And in Exodus it says, but as for you, speak to the sons of Israel, saying that you shall surely observe my Sabbaths, for this is a sign between me and all your generations, that I am the Lord who sanctifies you. Who else can sanctify? What other day sanctifies us by the Lord? And so the sons of Israel shall observe the Sabbath. throughout their generations as a perpetual covenant. We've done this before. It's a signing. It is between God and the sons of Israel forever, and those who do it also, not just only the sons of Israel. If he says, if you turn your foot from doing the pleasure on my holy day, and not call the Sabbath a delight, holy and honorable, and desisting from your own ways, have to turn away from not doing the Sabbath. It's a delight, a day of the Lord, honorable. Instead of seeking your own pleasures and speaking your own words, you take delight in the Lord, and I will make you ride on the heights of the earth, a blessing. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken, and it was written down. So there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of Israel, and rested from his works as God did. From the people of God, For the Sabbath, for the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath, the ultimate in the sons of men throughout the history of relationships with God. And he was saying to them, the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. It is a blessing for man's benefit, to make up the thrills and joys of godly love for others and being made in the image of God. Amen. And thank you for watching and listening.